Hello everyone, got another review just for you. This time tonight we've got Japan's very own Sapporo Premium Beer. It's Japan's oldest brand and it's a 4.7% perfectly balanced tasting, irresistible to all beer that you can share rich moments with this masterpiece of the brewer's art. Yeah, it's pretty much it really. Basically it just says it's Sapporo, it's premium, and it's got a nice gold star with a load of what looks like hops in the middle. It kind of looks like the Everton logo a little bit, you know, sort of, you know, like where you got like the St. Rupert's Monument and you got like the two Roman laureates, whatever the fuck they're called, things either side. It kind of looks like a face. It's basically because the Rupert's Monument looks like a nose, and there's sort of a little sash going around, looks like a smiley mouth doing the troll face, and the two like thingy coloured things that look like the Roman things going around look like eyes. So it kind of looks like a shield with a face on it, but it's not. But I always thought it was a face. You kind of just, it's like when you're younger, you kind of process things as faces, even though they're not actually faces. But I certainly did that day. Nonetheless, enough about Everton. Let's get on with the beer review, shall we? Let's crack this fella open and see what it consists of. Obviously, here you go, a nice little bottle top for it. There's only smaller bottles, so I've got an extra one, topped up a bit. That way I can fill the exact thing with glass. So, let's get this out of the bottle, into a glass. Let's have a good sniff, see if we like it or not. Okay. Now I've almost filled it up. Almost. I can just down that side. Okay. We are nice and full. Two-fingered head right there for you. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. Carbonation moderation right there. So let's have a good sniff, see if we like it or not. What smells are we getting here? Biscuity, quite biscuity. Yeah, very wheaty. Little tiny hint of citrus here and there. Yeah, and the malt at the very end. So it's kind of like biscuity, wheaty, citrusy, a little bit malty towards the end. Now, obviously, we know what it looks like. We know what it smells like. But the interesting thing is, what does it taste like? You see, we've already had Asahi Japanese beer. But Asahi has competition, both in the land of the rising sun and also with me on this channel. So, Asahi's got a fight on its hands. Will Sapporo beat it? Or will Sapporo fall short? Will Sapporo be the Kenta Kobashi of beers? Or will it be the Kenzo Suzuki of beers? For those who don't know, those two are Japanese wrestlers. I know it's a bit of a sort of, it's sort of esoteric this shit, but I can't think of much Japanese references, you know. I don't really know about like Yakuza, pro wrestling and Mr. Miyagi. I don't know much about Japan. Call me ignorant all you want, you're right, I am. I need to find out more about Japan. My quips are off tonight. I'm tired as well. This is going to be a nightcap for me. I'm going to have this and I'm going to bed. Okay, so, nonetheless, I hope you enjoy it. Bottoms up and up your bottoms. Here we go. Right, yeah. I'm getting pure malt. Yeah, in a That's all I'm getting, just malt. There's no aftertaste. In fact, there's a tiny little bit of tangy aftertaste, but it's not ready to shake a stick at. It doesn't taste very strong. One last go. Again, it's just malty, hoppy, but it all fades away very quickly. Everything about this beer, you only get a little bit of taste out of it, and when you do, it doesn't last very long. No sooner do you swallow it, it's gone. You know, because a lot of beers that have a lot of heart to them, they leave an impression, but this doesn't. This is the type of beer for someone who doesn't really like beer that much. That's basically the best way I'd describe it. Because it doesn't really taste that beer-y, if you will. It's kind of like someone's taken the beer out of beer. I mean, if someone was to tell me this was alcohol-free beer, I'd believe it, because it doesn't taste like there's much punch to it. I mean, there must be, because it's, what was it again? 4.7%. That's reasonably high, higher than some. You know, and yet I feel like I could drink loads of these and not be twatted. There's just no. Again, slightly tangy, slightly malty, a little bit hoppy, but that's it. I mean, it doesn't have as many gimmicks as Asahi Dry. You know, where it was all like, oh yeah, it's dry, no sweetness, not for us, thanks. We want hair on our chest. This is basically like, well, we don't have sweetness, we don't have much. Just drink lots of it. You might get drunk, maybe. You know, if don't worry about how bad the taste is, because there isn't a bad taste, and don't savour the good taste neither, because there isn't a good taste. It's just sort of there. It's okay. It's a 6 out of 10 for me. That's all I'd give it. 6 out of 10. You know, could be better, could be a lot better, but then again, could be a lot worse. You know, I'd rather drink this than drink diarrhea out of someone's bumhole with a straw. But I'd rather not drink this if I had, like, I don't know, Samuel Smiths at the bar as well. I'd choose the Samuel Smiths every time over this. So yeah, it's 6 out of 10. Cool. It's alright. That's all I can say. Nonetheless, I hope you've enjoyed this video, hope you've enjoyed this review, and I hope you enjoy your evening as well, what's left of it. Nonetheless, signing out, take care.